Well, hello wrestling fans. This is the new edition, the new installment that I've been telling some people about. The new installment is going to be in line along with the Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, pay-per-view reviews, and the pay-per-view predictions as a recurring segment. I'm looking to do this segment every Sunday, so it's going to be a Sunday edition type of installment. Today is Monday, indeed. However, I will look for it to be on Mondays simply because that will make it not interfere with my other videos that normally comes out on Mondays and Tuesdays. With that in mind, I'm gonna call this edition, installment, whatever you want to call it on mine, simply the Kill or Keep segment. I'm gonna talk about different stuff, different subjects, topics every week, and it's up to you as well, you viewers, to give me suggestions on what to talk about. You could give me suggestions via PM, not in the comments below this video, but via PMs. Simply the thing I want to discuss, that I've been thinking of discussing for a while, and it's even more actual right now to talk about due to the latest rumors. Is it to kill or keep ECW? And with that ECW, I mean WWE's version of ECW, the one airing on Tuesdays on Sci-Fi. There has been a lot of talk whether WWE should keep it or simply annihilate it. And there have been rumors now that they are gonna annihilate it due to low ratings. I don't know if it's just to be rumors or not. We'll simply have to wait and see. This has been kind of a Halloween gimmick show. It was a spin-off of ECW that originated around from 1992 to 2001. However, it pretty soon was clear that it was not gonna be the same old hardcore wrestling company that we saw with Paul Heyman in front. He pretty soon was released from this company, this brand, as the creative head, as the creative genius for that show. And Vince McMahon simply took over and made it his own version of ECW. But that's not what we're here to discuss. Is this the old? No, this is not the old WCW, the company. This is ECW, the brand. Something completely different, and it's not as extreme, it's not as hardcore, bloody, there's no thumbtacks on a weekly basis, etc., etc. And people may think of it as ever they feel like. Some feel that the old ECW was really good. There is some wrestlers such as Kevin Nash who is not a big fan of the old ECW. He calls it hardcore pornography, and some may agree, some may disagree, but the reasons that people, simply the cons for not to keep ECW has been, as I see it initially, compared to the other brands, Raw and SmackDown, ECW has kind of low status. The title hasn't been defended all that much recently on a pay-per-view basis. It's gonna return with Christian versus Shelton Benjamin at TLC, but that's the first time since Breaking Point in September. And if we talk August at SummerSlam, the match lasted for under 10 seconds. So the low status is the reason for some people not want to keep ECW, and that's a legit point. Another point is they have low ratings. And simply it's not the old ECW, it's a rip-off, and people wanted to change names. People has been talking about this for years and years now, that this is not the same old ECW. Well, we know that as of now, that's nothing new. Keep repeating old stuff won't make anyone of us happy. We know it's not the old hardcore ECFNW, it's WWE's version, and they are doing something completely different. They haven't completely different agenda. However, still it's a WWE trying to make a name of themselves. They are using the old ECW name for bragging rights and coverage and exposure, which of course could be a bad thing, and also be a reason for WWE not to keep it. Reasons that they could keep it is simply look at the talent that has come from ECW. Sheamus recently gone up now for a title match against John Cena. Kofi Kingston started on the show. Christian is now the champion there. I wonder whether he would even have held the title if he came back to join Raw and SmackDown initially. I doubt that. And now as the ECW champion is the big dog there, so it simply helps a lot of young talent getting somewhere on that very show. Same thing for Shelton Benjamin, helps re-establish the wrestlers on the show, and he's now ready for a title match against Christian at TLC. So I question, had ECW not existed as a brand under the same name or not, doesn't really matter. They could change names. I don't know that these rumors that are coming now are they changing names, or are they completely dropping the ECW brand, spreading the wrestlers to Raw and SmackDown? Because if they do that, wrestlers like Sheamus and a lot of others would simply drown. They wouldn't get the exposure. Miz and Morrison as well were established on ECW as tag team champions. Yes, they were on other brands as well as tag team champions, but they were established as a tag team and got exposure, and then were transferred to Raw and later Morrison to SmackDown. But thanks to ECW, they were established. And if ECW had not existed, I wonder if guys like Sheamus, Morrison, Miz, Kingston, future stars, would have been able to get this peaceful growth that they could get on ECW. The peaceful growth that they definitely couldn't have gotten on Raw a couple of years ago, and that right now doesn't really seem to be that good on SmackDown. So, with that in mind, ECW has that good purpose. That's a reason to keep it. Another reason to keep it, as I said, is simply it may not be the old ECW, but at least they feel their new purpose with it. It's not the old ECW, new ECW, but still the purpose is to make new stars, and they do it. Different agenda, as I said, but that's another reason to keep it. Simply, what do you think? Kill or keep ECW? And with kill ECW, I do not mean a name change. I mean completely make the brand vanish. Take these superstars from ECW, make them go to either Raw or SmackDown. There are pros, there are cons. What's your opinion? Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.